What's up, everybody? Frankly Freddie here. Being Freddie, frankly, I got Cranky Cocoa to join us this time. You happy to be here? Awesome.
Shut up and sit down.
So, what's up, everybody? How's your day going? I hope it's better than yesterday, and I hope you're going to make tomorrow better than today. I just wanted to pop in, give you guys some updates, tell you what's going on. One, we finally got a real trailer for Kingsman The Golden Circle. Holy shit, it's about time. Yeah, it's about time. I've watched the first two trailers, which were basically just images cut together real quick in succession, where you had to pause the video and to see what's going on. It was highly frustrating. The second one was a little bit more with the same principle of skimming through images real fast. This time it was video clips really fast. But last night we got a full, real, actual trailer, and I have got to say it is looking good. The whole thing about Kingsman, the first one, was it felt so fresh and original, and it was a completely different take on the spy genre in general. And everyone just ate it up. They just ate it up. They loved it. And it seems like with this one, we're basically going to have the same principle. You get the same visual theme and feel of the first one, but yet it still looks original. The action looks gripping and intense. I really like what the scenes that they had cut together with the one-armed man and Eggsy fighting. That looks cool. It looks very interesting. Also, you get the glimpse of Eggsy's mentor, Colin Firth, the character that he plays. You get to see him right at the end of the trailer confirming either that he's not dead or it's just a joke on us. He is dead, and that was some kind of video or something that he did before the events of the first one. Not entirely sure. Honestly, have no idea. But the movie looks great. I really want to see it. I think it looks very promising. I think they're still keeping that cutting-edge original feel, a great visual theme to it. It could be, maybe it could beat the sequel curse. Speaking of the sequel curse, Guardians did not. So, kind of getting let down with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The initial reviews and reports from the early screenings were ravingly positive. Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly. And now, it seems like they're starting to decline a bit with everyone else's reviews starting to come in. And I really don't like that. I was hoping that Guardians was going to beat the sequel curse, but it really seems like they may be falling victim to it. There are some saving graces. You got Yondu. He seems to have been just a delight in the second film. He was cool in the first one, but his parts were very narrow and short. And, I mean, he was a good character, but wasn't a whole lot of focus on him in the first one. Seems like they elevated the focus on Yondu here in the second one. Gamora and Nebula, those three seem like they had a fair amount of attention put on them. Now, but the overall plot seems to obviously have focused on Starlord and Ego the Living Planet and their backstory and how they were disconnected and how now they're reunited. It looked like in the trailers that Drax was going to be, a real big part of the film, especially adding humor. But it turns out he seems to be one of the least paid attention to characters in the film, along with Rocket. Although many people have said that they didn't really ruin the film with the trailer, so that's awesome. They didn't give the entire story away through the trailer like a lot of films have done. But nonetheless, not doing better than the first one at all, and not living up to the expectations that we had for it in and of itself. Because I'm dying to find out. I know you are. Yeah, exactly. She loves Rocket. Huge fan of Rocket. Maybe I'm just out of the loop on this one and everyone else already knew, but I had no idea that Miley Cyrus is in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I had mentioned this in a video that I did yesterday and, joked around with it a little bit, but it actually kind of gives away a possible connection because it is confirmed that Miley Cyrus voiced Mainframe. Mainframe, according to the comics, was a artificial intelligence, basically, or a suit that Tony Stark had put together to kind of play his role during an absence that he had had. Ultimately, it had become a thing in and of itself and joined a separate team down the line and, completely became its own entity. But my question is, are they leaving it as Tony Stark had created Mainframe in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Because if they are, that is a clear connection from Avengers to Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't have an answer for it yet, but if that's the case, you can see how they're starting to weave the two together because building up to Infinity War and so on. So if that is the case, that's very exciting. If not, that means that they have changed Mainframe's backstory, will have been created by someone else. Who it is, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. Sylvester Stallone's character, Starhawk. Now, in the comics, he's a very big deal. So, it has been confirmed that Sylvester Stallone and possibly Kurt Russell, I'm not 100% on that, will be in Volume 3. So that means that their characters' roles in Volume 2 is opening up multiple different doors and plot scenarios with bringing in the Avengers and everything else. It just really, it's a very exciting time for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, we already are pretty sure that Captain America will be biting the bullet at some point in Infinity War, and the Winter Soldier will possibly be taking up the shield. You think so? Yeah, I don't see Falcon being Captain America. No, I'm sorry. I think that means that Infinity War Part 2 is going to be subtitled something along the lines of the New Avengers, or the new group of people with superpowers trying to save the planet. Something like that. It's a great time to be a nerd, people. I thank you guys for stopping by. I'm really, really thankful for you watching my videos. I highly appreciate it. If you want to stay up to date on things, please head over to facebook.com/franklyfreddie or youtube.com/franklyfreddie. If you're hitting me up on my Instagram, feel free to DM me. Let's chat. Let me know your opinions. What do you think? So on and so forth. This has been Frankly Freddie with guest starring Cranky Cocoa. By the way, she will be in as many videos as she decides to be in. If she wants to be in one, she'll let me know. We'll stick her in. You never know when she wants to give her opinion. Exactly.
Shut up and sit down.